have a bureaucracy in this country that is out of control. We are supposed to be a country that has a constitution with 3 branches of government: legislative, executive, and judicial. Now we have 4 branches of government. You have the legislature, the Congress, you have whoever gets elected president, you have the court, and then you have this 4th branch of government, this administrative state, that does what it wants. Without Congress having enacted anything, they will do far-reaching rules trying to impose that on the American people that violate your freedom, that harm your livelihood. But these are bureaucrats that will never stand for election and be held accountable by the American public. We need to reconstitutionalize this government. These agencies should not be able to issue these rules by fiat. They should not be able to target disfavored industries, and they should not be able to go after your freedom. This bureaucracy is too big, it is too intrusive, and it is too unaccountable. And it's about time we did something about that, because we've complained about it for a long time. I also think we need to restore truth as the foundation to our society and to our republic. And as a leader, I'm not out for adulation or fanfare. I'm simply looking to pursue the truth. I think truth is the foundation for a strong family life, strong communities, and a successful country. Truth is enduring. They can cover it up, hide it, they can try to distort it, but at the end of the day, eventually, the lies and the deceit fade away, and truth is what remains. I believe that the truth will set us free. Now, this advent of woke ideology really represents a challenge to this. I think it's a war on truth. And because it's a war on truth, we must wage a war on woke. It is wrong for a teacher to instruct a student that they were born in the wrong body or that their gender is a choice. We should not have transgender ideology in our schools, and in Florida, we have eliminated it. It's not there, and if that means we had to stand up to a company like Disney, here I stand. I'm not backing down from that. I'm standing for the parents and the students of the state of Florida, and we are doing what is right. It is wrong for a swimmer to compete for 3 years on the men's team and then switch to the women's team and then win the women's national championship. I'm sorry, that is a fraud that they are trying to perpetuate on us, and we should not accept that that is truth, because it is not. It is also wrong, and I know Governor Reynolds has done something about this, it is wrong for physicians to perform sex change operations on minors. This is a barbaric practice, and in Florida, we put a stop to it, and physicians that try to do it not only be held accountable in terms of statute, they are going to lose their medical license in our state, and that's appropriate. But I think our country is floundering in part because so many of our institutions have become unmoored from the truth. They've been lost in a sea of relativism. And this is important because we're really at a crossroads as a country. As bad as things are going right now, if things do not go well for us Republicans in 2024, it's going to get a whole lot worse. The left in this country is really playing for keeps. They are more aggressive and more strident than at any time in my lifetime. I got into politics running for Congress in 2012 because I was motivated to oppose the policies of Barack Obama. I had even written at the time a book, which about a dozen people read, that outlined my concerns and why I didn't think his agenda was consistent with the aspirations of our founding fathers. And I believed it then, and I believe it now. But I also look back on that and see some of those battles as somewhat quaint, because I think the threats to freedom are much more profound today. I think they're much more pervasive. If the Democrats are able to sweep in 24, if they keep the White House, gain in the Senate, and take back the House, they will try to pack the U.S. Supreme Court. They will try to eliminate the Electoral College. They will try to make Washington, D.C. a state, and they will eliminate voter ID in every jurisdiction in this country and make ballot harvesting mandatory. Now, that is not an agenda that appeals to us as Republicans. But I think objectively, if you went the typical apolitical American family, how many of them are sitting over the dinner table saying, oh man, I just wish we could force ballot harvesting in every part of the country? No, that's not what American families care about. That's an agenda of a left-wing movement in this country that wants to make the conservative half of the country second-class citizens. They want to be able to call the shots, and they don't want us to have a voice in this government. And that will have profound implications for us, for our kids and our grandkids. But I think the hope is both Florida and Iowa show strong leadership and a bold agenda can defeat the left in this country. But there's no substitute for victory. We must reject the culture of losing that has infected our party in recent years. The time for excuses is over. We got to demonstrate the courage to lead and the strength to win. If we do that, if we make 2024 election a referendum on Joe Biden and his failures,